Hi everybody, welcome to Introduction to Early Childhood Special Education. Each week you're going to log in and take a peek at the narrated PowerPoint presentations. This week is just a quick introduction to the course, what to expect, and etc. So what you can expect from this course. This course is really meant for folks who are interested in becoming an early childhood special education teacher, or for folks who are interested in working in early childhood education, maybe as a general education teacher, but have an interest in working in inclusive programs. This course is also meant for folks who are currently working with exceptional children and want to learn more about theory, research, law, and practice. Also, for those of you that are interested in the field and want to learn more before deciding if this is the right path for you. The course outcomes include developing a working understanding of the history of special education, the current laws that govern it, and how curriculum standards affect students in special education birth through grade 3. You will identify characteristics of various categories of exceptionalities and demonstrate the ability to utilize appropriate strategies to provide instructional support. You'll list and describe resources in Pierce County established to identify and provide services to families, caregivers, and children who are ability diverse. You will also have to explain the special education referral process from screening to assessment to develop IEPs, IFSPs, and 504 plans, and identify and describe the roles and responsibilities of members of a multidisciplinary team in respect to programs and services for children identified with disabilities to ensure their individual rights are met. You will modify or adapt lesson plans or activities for infants, toddlers, preschoolers, and primary children with particular developmental delay or disability using special education learning theory. You will also create a transition plan for a child with a diverse ability from one program classroom to another. And you will have to identify historical and current issues and events affecting people who are ability diverse and examine methods of responsibility, challenging discriminatory practices and procedures. You will also evaluate personal qualities including bias, stereotyping, empathy, and professional ethics in regarding to working with families with children with disabilities. So this is the course breakdown. What can you expect? So hopefully you're aware that this is a hybrid course, and that just means that you will spend 50% of your time in the classroom with your instructor and your peers, and 50% of your time engaged in our online learning environment. This is a 5-credit class. Our class session on Wednesday nights will be 2.5 hours long, and then you will be responsible for another 2.5 hours of content time outside of your time spent on homework, engaged in our online learning environment. Be sure that you check in online 3 to 4 times a week. You'll want to look at the weekly content, take a few minutes to participate in our weekly discussions, and also look at the various resources that will be available each week. We have 2 textbooks for this class, Young Children with Special Needs and the DEC Recommended Practices Manual. And there are also several supplemental readings for this course. In this class, you will do 7 graded assignments, 10 weekly discussion posts, a midterm and final exam, and sometimes you'll be responsible for additional ungraded assignments that have to do with either a reading or a video, but that counts towards your participation in the online course. The structure of this course, we have a lot of content and a lot of ground to cover, so please be ready to do a lot of reading and a lot of writing. We will use our textbooks and several supplemental readings. All of the supplemental readings are already posted in Canvas, so you have quick access to those. Class is primarily a lecture format, but there are opportunities for whole class participation, small group work, and some presentations. And online, you will participate in weekly discussions where you will share your initial thoughts on a certain topic and then reply to your peers. So how is this class different than maybe a methods class? Maybe you've taken one of our methods classes before, math and science, language and literacy, guiding behavior, art, music. Those are all considered methods courses where you are practicing the practical application of skills that you need to be successful as a teacher. In this class, you will apply what you learn to things that you will have to be expected to do in the workforce. But this is also a content course, so you're expected to learn some foundational pieces to early childhood special education that will prepare you for your work with young children with special needs. Think of this course as a course that preps you to learn about the practical applications of being a special education teacher, or for being a teacher who works in an inclusive classroom. And that's all. We'll be back again next week with another narrated presentation, so please stay tuned and make sure that you check back often. If you have any questions about the format of this class or the expectations for participating online, please let me know. The best way to reach me is through your Canvas inbox. Have a good week, everybody.